I always call it our version of March Madness. There's pretty much a pro day going on every single day of the week. When you travel, you're gone for anywhere from 7 days to 10 days on the long end. And so it's definitely a challenge, just being able to stay engaged with your family when you're so far away. When you come to pro days, I look at guys first in line. If they drop a ball, what's the body language? If they do something spectacular, how do they kind of display their excitement? Smart, tough, dependable. Guys that love football, want to win at all costs. Guys that have upside and have a chance to start first down the road.
Terrance and Brian they're my top two, what I'd call executive scouts, and so they have to go bounce between pro and college. The college is a much more complicated landscape to navigate because you got so many levels of schools, whether it's an SEC school or you're going to Tulane or some Division II or Division III school. They're great filters. Maybe a scout puts a guy up there that he fell in love with in the fall and he wants to argue for it. They hit him back with, but you got to remember, he doesn't do X, Y, and Z. Like, he's never going to get to our draft board in April.
If you draft him, you'll never want to let him leave your building.
He's a hot name, man.
Everyone talked about his process, how he just loves the process and it doesn't change for him, puts in all the hours.
Nice. Sometimes when you do talk to some of the equipment guys, it's their perspective. They kind of get to see him when they let their hair down a little bit.
Absolutely.
And who's high maintenance,
Yep.
guys are pain in the butt.
What's this guy going to be like to people who don't have authority over him?
Yeah.
And what's his day-to-day interaction when he has a bad day, when stuff isn't going right, and like to your point, just the high maintenance guys as well too.
Right.
I think it goes back to what you talk about in our meetings when you say, ultimately, what is this guy going to be for the Bills?
Right.
Especially now with free agency kind of changing some of the landscape where, hey, we may have lost a guy here or there, or we signed a guy back here or there. When you see a guy that you drafted in the first round and then his contract is up and you do everything, like you said, to retain him, but his value might be more than what you want, it does feel good to know that, I don't know, you feel like you hit on a guy because he commanded a top value dollar.
Right.
So it says, hey, not only as a player, he was a good player on the field, but as a person, good person and good fit. Wow, look at that. Wow. Wow, right. The work's been done for the most part. Now it's just going back and trying to say, all right, how exactly can these guys fit? A lot of these guys have kind of put themselves in a position, whether it was a workout, whether it was an interview from the combine or an interview from any type of private workouts. At this point in time, I mean, now it's kind of fine tuning, getting all those questions answered so that, hey, now we can go out and build this team so we can make that push to get over that hump for us.
Well, cheers.
Let's keep it rolling.
Finish this spring in a productive draft, successful draft.
Absolutely.
Are you guys working on a list of guys that we need to work out or pro days and all that? See what you're made of, kid. We're looking to add some speed. This kid might run pretty good.
Dorian Williams, Tulane.
He's rolling.
He is, 4.54.
Faster than some receivers. Shorter. One of those guys that's just got that game speed. He'd be a guy that can get around a little bit more. I know he can play fourth down, but I'm saying just get a feel for what he can do in the receiving game. Where do we have him?
Here's Osiris Torrance. Osiris Torrance is an interesting one.
Yeah, he's every bit of 6'5". He moves for a big man. The Florida kid. Kid's talented.
Hey, Gaine said he can't see, Ernie. Sorry about that.
We're always looking for playmakers, and whether that's a receiver, a running back, a tight end, you're always looking for guys that are weapons with the ball, mismatches.
We got to figure out his DNA.
The fit is very important for us. Obviously, they have to have the talent where we're going to put them on the board, whether it's first round, third round, seventh round, wherever you got them. Every single player, of those 6 that we drafted, we feel really good. And it's important that they're good players and good people here, but also represent us, our community and the Buffalo community.